Hello fiends, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, as you could tell by the title, this is the first part of my nail transformation. So as you could see, my cuticles are worse for wear, so I thought I would do a separate video on how I look after my cuticles and also how I do nail prep with just the E-file. So if that's something you guys are interested in, then just keep on watching. So before jumping into the tutorial guys, here is an overview of all of the products I used for this part of the video. So I used my Belle E-file, and I will leave the links to where I got that in the description box and also my review for that for you guys. And then I used 3 different drill bits that we will talk about later on in the video. Some hand sanitizer, some cuticle oil, a cuticle pusher, a scrubbing brush and some cotton rounds, and that's everything that you will need for this part. So let's jump right into it. So as I mentioned previously, we are going to be using 3 different drill bits, and the first one of those is the extra small cuticle clean bit, and this one is in a coarse grit. Then next up we have the cuticle burr bit, and this one is in a medium coarse grit. And then we finally have the large ceramic finishing stone. So guys, that's the 3 cuticle bits we are going to be using today, and again, as I mentioned previously, I will leave them linked down below for you guys, but this is basically all I use for a dry manicure. I do know that you could go ahead and use a crap ton more products, but this is essentially all you really need. So with that in mind, let's jump right into the tutorial. So my very first step is to go ahead and use my Burbig cuticle pusher and push back my cuticles. I absolutely love this tool, not only because it looks absolutely awesome in that rainbow colour, but it really is a fantastic pinching tool under nail cleaner and also cuticle pusher. So as you can see, I'm just going ahead and pushing back that cuticle and loosening the epinicium, and so slowly like working it in a circular motion to lift up that nail fold. And I'm going to do that on all 10 fingers before moving on to the next step. So once I've pushed back the cuticles, I'm now going to go in with my cleansing spray and my scrubbing brush to make sure the nail plate is nice and clean. And I just go ahead and rub that with the scrubbing brush and then remove the excess with a cotton pad. So I'm now going in with my first drill bit, and this is the cuticle bit in extra small, but it's got a coarse grit, and this one is used for delicate cuticle work. It's got a 1.5mm head on it, so it's really tiny and perfect to get into those little nail folds such as the sidewalls and underneath the epinicium. So as you can see, I'm just basically going in very gently, totally avoiding my natural nail plate and focusing on the dead skin, and I'm just going around and taking off any of that dry areas around the outside of my sidewalls and on the top of the nail plate. So if I'm being honest guys, this was about the first time I had actually used these Pacific drill bits. I had got them in a recent haul and I finally sat down and used them, and the results totally blew me away. But I do want to mention that I am not a professional. I do nails specifically and only for fun and my own entertainment, and sometimes your entertainment. But I just want to mention that if you're not confident enough to do it with an E-file and you feel like you could damage yourself, because as you know I have, and to a great deal, but just be careful, take it slowly, and it really is an awesome technique to learn. But I do know that some people like go crazy about the Russian manicure technique, but just go into it with an open mind and basically discover and learn everything you possibly can. So we're now going in with the next cuticle bit, and this one is the burr bit, and it's in a medium grit. Again, it's got a 1.5mm head on it, so it's really tiny, but this one is not designed for the cuticle, it's designed for the epinicium. So you do want to just remember to completely avoid your nail plate and focus on that hard bit of skin that's above obviously the natural nail. And again, we're just going to focus on the sidewalls, making sure that any hard skin that is on my nail is removed. And this is a great little bit, it really does get into all the nooks and crannies, and I absolutely love it. So this bit's really great for removing any hard skin or any just basically raggy cuticle or anything like that that you've got. So I really love it because it's just such a tiny little tool, and I am so prone to getting hard skin in the corners, not quite the cuticle but at the top of the sidewall, if that makes any sense. So this really does do a marvellous job of getting into those little bits. Then I go ahead and remove any of that excess dust with my scrubbing brush, and now I'm going to take some cuticle oil. I'm using the Strictly Professional one this time, and I'm going to apply that to the cuticles. And then at this point I really take my time to massage that into the skin and make sure it's worked into not only the cuticles, the sidewalls, but also my nail plate. And then once my cuticles are really moisturised with that cuticle oil, while that cuticle oil is still wet, I'm going in with my very last e-file bit, and this is the ceramic ball-headed finishing stone. It's a 4mm head and it is quite large, but this is perfect for going around the sidewalls and finishing off any dry skin. Like, as you noticed, I like to do it at the tip of my finger, also on my actual finger, and any rough skin, any hangnails, any, just basically anything that doesn't look quite right that you weren't able to get with the cuticle bits. This is great for that, and it just does a fabulous job of finishing up the nails, buffing the surface of the skin, and really making the skin shine as well as the nail. So again guys, what you want to remember, this is not good for the natural nail, but what it is good for is giving that airbrushed effect and a really nice polished finish to the skin and the eponychium. And then once I was finished with the last drill bit, I go ahead and wash my hands with some antiseptic hand soap and give my nails a good scrub, and then that is my nails ready for my nail tips and my nail art. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, if you did, please give me a thumbs up. I would totally appreciate it. And if you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Kylie. I am a complete nail polish addict, and on this channel you will find everything from nail art to swatches, reviews and the occasional haul. So if that's something that piques your interest, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!